totally forgot I had wanted to do a video this morning. So, this video is really about the verdict between Blac Chyna, the Kardashian/Jenners. And I just wanted to say, of course, the Kardashian won. I only say of course. I'm going to get to why I say of course. But the Kardashian-Jenners won the case. Blac Chyna was suing for $100 million for canceling her show, Chyna and Rob. They had a reality show about their love. It was one season. It got canceled after the first season. Blac Chyna thinks it's because of the Kardashian. Mainly Chris and the rest of the clan canceled it because they didn't want her to be with Rob. And they went to court. It took 5 years, but finally it's over. They had dropped Kim from the case. Kim won that she was not involved, so they dropped her first. And then yesterday, they released a statement saying that the case is over, that they won, and no judgment was given to Blac Chyna. The reason why I wanted to do this video is because people all the time upset with other people and how they treat them, but they never sit back and watch how they treat the person to get them to that point. It's like you skip steps 1, 2, and 3 and you went straight to 5. And Blac Chyna, in that reality show, I watched a couple of episodes. I had to stop because it was very toxic. I didn't really care for Blac Chyna to begin with, but I still watched the show because of Rob. And the way she talked to him, the way she treated him, and I get it, a reality show is edited. We don't see everything. We could see her react to Rob. Maybe Rob did something. But what they was airing was her volatile towards him, and it was a bit too much. Plus, she was pregnant. It was just too much. I don't even watch her reality shows now because I'm over her and her mother arguing and going back and forth, and every time Blac Chyna is involved in something, it's always an argument. She always fighting and cursing and acting a fool. Now, I know recently she sold some cars, Blac Chyna, because she said she didn't have money and that her baby daddies wasn't giving her money. And then, of course, Tiger and Rob came out saying that the child was mostly with them, so they're not giving her any money. I don't understand why Blac Chyna don't get up and get a job. What are you doing? Okay, the pandemic hit, and you can't do club promotions or whatever. That's how you was getting your money. Girl, find another route. Go get you a job. What is the problem? You thought by having babies by these two guys that you was going to be set, but you're not even taking care of your kids. Like, the kids is with them. You get your kids 1 or 2 days. So I thought it was kind of crazy when that came out, and then to hear how she was suing for $100 million. Then you go to court and you talk about how you put a gun to Rob's head, how you strangle him with an iPhone charger cord. You confirm every volatile action that the Kardashians saying you did to Rob, and that the show was basically basically about you and Rob's love and how y'all was gonna raise this child and live together and do all these things as a couple. But you wasn't doing that. So you wanted the show to go on to show you abusing a man. Like, nobody don't want to see that. And then she keeps saying her show was #1. Was it really? Was it #1? I don't think it was #1. Because if it was #1, no one could have canceled that show, because that's making money. So if your show was making money, they wouldn't have canceled it. I just can't believe that she even went to court and said how she put a gun to Rob's head, but then say it was a joke, and how she beat him up and did all these things to him. And then still say she don't know why they treating her this way. Now, I get that Rob posted nudes. And I remember when it happened, and he posted those nudes of her. And that was messed up on his part. And he did get penalized for that. He's not on any social platform. They kicked him off. He do have something, I think, about his socks, but it's under the Jenner's communication. So he's not even posting anything. And the only time we do see Dream is when his sisters post her. So people was like upset when the Kardashian copyright her name. So when the kids grow up and start doing business stuff, no one can have their name or try to make money off it. And they said that the mother's name is not listed on there, but the father gave them permission to do that. They're only trying to make sure your daughter has money in the future. They're only trying to make sure your daughter's right. They're trying to raise her up to be an entrepreneur, to have her money, and not do the cycle of what you and your mother is doing. You know? And I do not feel bad for Blac Chyna, because when she was introduced to us, all she was causing trouble and acting a fool. And people are supposed to grow and evolve and change, and she has not. She has not. She also said that when they show her news on the stand, that she lost composure and she said all the wrong things and she wanted to do a do-over. Where they do a do-over at in court? I was like, this girl, there's something wrong with her. Like, I don't get, and then all of a sudden your mother want to go to court with you and she's the best mother in the world and she's like rooting you on. Stay on Zeus. I do not have a prescription to Zeus Network. I'm not trying to watch any of the Zeus shows. So if you want to be on Zeus playing around, lying, that's where you need to stay. I don't need you on Channel E or Bravo or anywhere on the TV. Like, girl, get it together. Start doing better, because you're not. I just wanted to talk about that because I just thought it was crazy how you get on the stand and say all these things you did and then still surprised or upset or confused and don't know why people, like, that's their son and their brother. You really think? And she really thought that Kylie was gonna have that much power to do, at the time, to do anything because she's with Tiger. Like, who wanna be with an abusive person? And then Rob did confess that he was at his low because, you know, he was overweight, he was dealing with stuff, and she came along and gave him attention and was talking to him. And honestly, I think that was a setup. I think she did that on purpose because Kylie got with her baby daddy. I really do. I do. That's my opinion. But that's all I wanted to say. I just thought it was crazy. I'm not shocked that the Kardashians won after all the stuff Blac Chyna said on the stand. And it is what it is. Smooches.